Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And tonight I am joined with Catalea Speaks and Stux. We're going to talk about the possibilities of dating in 2018. Can you be monogamous in 2018? Like, where are relationships leading? Is social media making it hard to be committed? And we're just going to jump right into it. I love to have a man talk about these type of dating situations because it's always good to get a man's input. Like, we have girl talks, right? And we know, like, what we're thinking. But then to hear what a man is actually thinking, it's, like, one of those important things that we don't always come across. So let's just jump right into the topic and let's get this conversation going. Before I start this video, I gotta give a quick disclaimer. If you do not like the use of excessive profanity, then click out of this video because we are turned up, boisterous, and talking loud. But it's a good debate nonetheless. So here we go. So you have been dating. I'm gonna start with you and then I'm gonna transition to see what he has to say about it. You've been dating. Dating has not been easy.
No, it has not. Dating has not been easy for me because I feel like it's a social media thing because whereas now it's so much variety. You can go on to Facebook, you can go on to Instagram, you can go on to YouTube and
not YouTube.
Yes, you can because people get in people's inboxes in YouTube too.
Really?
Yes, I've been messaged through. I'll show you. I've been messaged through
the DM
wow.
slide.
I've been messaged through YouTube. Now. So I mean, you can go into all of these different avenues. Like, okay, let's talk about online dating. You can go to an online dating site. So it's more accessible to meet other people nowadays. So it's more variety. You're not just going out and saying, okay, I'm going to go meet somebody because I went to the grocery store or because I went to the club or because I went to church. Now, it's easier for you to meet people.
I feel like not only, just to elaborate, it's not only easy to meet people, but it's easy to not commit to people as well because so many people are accessible. And that's one of the things that I find with social media. Like, yes, we're able to meet all these different people, but we're also able to not commit because it's like, bitch, I don't need you. Like, I'm going to find another you. Like, Beyonce's song becomes real life. I'm going to find another you in a minute. Yeah. Because there's going to be the next woman in my DM, the next man in my DM, or whatever the case, just like that. So when it comes to you, when it comes to being a man, do you feel like, because I don't know, I feel like women are not so like, I'm not just going to commit. I feel like it's more the men have more accessibility. What do you think, though? Because do you think that it's the men who say, F you, I got all these options? Or do you think the women play as much games as the men?
I think that, times have changed so much that women, I'm not going to say that women have forgot their standards. But definitely they've made it easier because they're kind of used to bullshit guys now. Mm-hmm. So they're like, I mean, this ain't really what I ordered, but shit, I ain't gonna drive back through the drive-through and tell them to remake it. Mm-hmm. They're kind of like more acceptable to.
So men are taking advantage of that?
I feel like women have like lowered their standards. And I think that if most women would hold a lot of men more accountable.
Right, yeah.
Then we would probably see a difference in the approach and things of that nature of men. I really do.
I feel like a lot of it has to do with women outnumber men. So it's like, it's hard to hold a man accountable when another woman is easily accessible. So I feel like a lot of women are like, if I don't, you know what I'm saying, stick it through, another woman is going to swoop in because there's more women to men. I think that's not my sentiment because I'd be like, fuck these niggas, I don't give a fuck. But too. I feel like that's most women's sentiment.
I think like because on my social media platforms, I get a lot of men who have like these conversations and things like that. So a lot of them are saying that they don't feel like men were meant to be monogamous in the first place. They think that it's not a part of a man's nature. You know, like, even if they find somebody that they love and that they like and they want to be with and they love everything about them, at the end of the day, they're still going to want to hunt. And let's just be real. A lot of them say new pussy is better than old pussy.
I mean, and we could take it as far as, like, not even it being, like, it's in a man's culture. If you, like, I've done a video on polygamy with one of our mutual friends, and he would say that it's our culture to be in relationships like that, where the man soar his natural oats or royal oats or whatever you want to say, and it's in our African diaspora, our African, like, ancestry, where the men date multiple women.
Well, I beg to differ, because I'm somebody who done extensive research on African history and African culture, and it just depends on the tribe. It depends on the place that you go to. Not every African tribe were polygamist. There were a lot of them who actually believed in monogamy. So
we got a cosigner in the back, but go ahead.
It's true. It's a true statement.
No, but at the end of the day, so
that it just comes from spirituality, religion.
I mean, we can't break it down to
yeah,
tribalism and all that. But at the end of the day, when it does happen, now it's more understandable. Like, well,
this goes back to our culture.
He had a whole everywhere he moved, he had 10 wives following him and 50 kids. The women had the shit on their head, and the kids was following. These are all my wives.
See, but then that would just debunk to me the whole spiritual aspect of having, like, your twin flame or having your soulmate. Where does that come from?
I mean, well, we can do it like if let's talk about, like, let's say science. How many eggs do y'all have, and how much sperm does niggas have? Why so much sperm and so little eggs?
We have a lot of eggs.
But not more sperm. We got more sperm than y'all got eggs, for sure.
That's a true statement. That's true.
I'm talking about so much sperm in every drop.
So you feel like because you have so much sperm, you're supposed to spread it?
I mean, who knows what you feel like? But do y'all wake up every morning and think about fucking immediately?
I do. I'm going to be real.
Okay, well,
I don't.
I'm going to be honest. I do. I'll be like, ooh, I need to get me some.
Or do I
I'm just being real.
I'm just saying, sometimes I wake up, don't even think about fucking, but I'll be...
That's because you have to urinate.
I'll be like, hold on. No.
That's because you have to fuck.
No, that's because you have to use the bathroom.
I wake up in the morning.
What?
Okay, so when you wake up in the morning, you don't have to use the bathroom immediately.
Well, you can use the bathroom.
All right, so.
But if you use the bathroom and then you still have the same situation after you done already pissed, then what?
Then you might just want to fuck. I'm
just saying, but how often do women even think about, like, we might be in the store, but like, hold up real quick.
That's true.
Hold up real quick. What?
Because you might see something
you got it. Like, no, not like,
that you want.
Just, who knows?
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Read in between. That means he might see a little somebody that he finds attractive and he want to hit that. Right?
Like a lion, for real.
Okay.
Anyways, so let's bring it back. Okay, so the conversation and the topic at hand is, can people be monogamous in 2018? Is it harder because of social media? How do we get back to commitment-based situations? And how do we, like, commit? Because it's like, at the end of the day, we are these people that dismiss because we have all these options, but at the end of the day are lonely. So how do we get back to what it's supposed to be and how it's supposed to...
I don't know. What helps me is I think about my grandparents, how their relationship were. I hear some of those same stories from, like, my aunts and my uncles, and them telling me that they had crazy toxic situations in their relationships with my relatives, and that
they grew past it.
And they grew past it because they stuck in there. Like, we don't have staying power.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem. Like, we don't be like, you know what? This is the person I'm going to be with. I'm going to stick it out. It's like nowadays, everything is so microwavable. And you're like, oh, you did this to me? I'm over. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
So I
well,
think
that's because everybody now has a different set of standards. There are no more women like my grandmother.
yes, it is. I think I'm like that.
I cannot even imagine being able to come in and be like, and sit at a table and be like, you know why I'm sitting at this table? I'm hungry. And
okay, but yes,
the men didn't do that though.
Like,
yes,
first of all, back in the day, the men were the sole providers. The men ain't trying to provide now. The men is trying to leech off of bitches who got they shit going on.
Why? Because women want to work now.
Okay, but most men are not the sole providers. If you're the sole provider, you're taking care of home, you're taking care of everything that needs to be taken care of. The woman should step up to the plate and cook and clean.
Okay,
but if I'm working just as hard as you working, motherfucker, I'm tired too.
Okay, well, now everybody's working the same because now everybody's a boss. There is no roles no more. Everybody want a dick. Everybody got nuts now, all of a sudden.
That's true.
Now, everybody don't want to just make eggs. Nigga, I want eggs too. Well, who making the fucking eggs? Now everybody's sitting in the living room wondering why they hungry.
Because the man is not taking that leadership role to lead. And a lot of men want a girl to follow. You can't lead a woman
in 2018.
You
a woman is already headed to where she's headed to
That's
now.
False. That is false.
I don't believe that.
That's false.
You would never just sit down. I can't say what you won't do, but you will never just sit down. When's the last time a nigga told you to shut up and you really just shut the fuck up?
Exactly.
My grandfather used to be like this. Everybody shut the fuck up. Not just my grandmama, not just me. Everybody in the house shut the fuck up. And my grandma would push the line like this. I know y'all heard that motherfucker to say shut the fuck up. I'm shutting up too. Now, if somebody tell you to shut the fuck up, you can probably turn up everything in the house. Lights on and everything. And I'm not talking about a play around shut up. I'm talking about a big, dirty, hairy shut up.
It has to be
a reason. Why did he say shut the fuck up?
Because
it's not just about shut the fuck up. It's about, should I fucking shut up and follow you?
But how would you know?
Or should I have an input?
How would you know?
Because guys be full of crap. They want you to listen, but they're not properly leading. If you could properly lead me and I feel like we're going in the proper direction that where we need to be, then hey, I might just take a back seat. But if I feel like I'm going to trip over my feet following behind you because you don't even really have it figured out.
But when was the last time you submitted to a nigga? Do you even know how to submit?
I do. I was married for 10 years.
I'm just saying.
So I know how to.
It's not a big deal. But do you even know how to submit? Do you know how to let go on what you want to do?
But why? I'm
an only child.
See, that question wasn't always the question. Why? Who knows? Because I gave you motherfuckers a rib, and can y'all just submit sometimes?
So you believe in the whole rib theory?
Hell no! I'm just telling y'all.
Okay, please don't tell me that.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna be like,
according to,
I'm gonna debunk that every
what
single
a nigga can't get a rib from me, or elbow or nothing.
So, but where did men come from? They came from the womb. They came from the woman.
Look, there was some fucking done in the beginning.
They came from the pussy, the vagina. Okay.
The whole situation is,
but that's the,
a man has to be able to lead a woman to want to follow. But aside from that,
what's the last man that let you lead you though?
There has never been a man that I felt like I'm an only child. I came in this world by myself. I do everything by myself. I make money by myself. There's nobody that has ever came and said, Neek, I got you. I'm going to lead you to where I feel like, okay, I feel comfortable in taking anybody's step. Nobody has ever had my back. Not no daddy. I don't fucking have a daddy. I don't have nobody to come and step up to fucking lead me in a direction other than like my mama. You know what I'm saying? And that's a woman. But as far as a man, I have no fucking...
But would you say you're ready for it?
I have no positive role model or experiences to where, or even a man my same age, my peers, anything where I feel like this is somebody who I feel like can steer me in the right direction, or I should be submissive to, and I should take a back seat to. No, I've never seen that, and I've never done it.
Which makes your question.
Which makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
If you look at my mom, I hope you don't, whatever. But if you look at my mom's single to this day.
Okay.
Because she has her own agenda already. A lot of women are so built to be alone and handle their own business that it makes it hard for a nigga to even slide in. And there's nothing wrong with it.
I'm with Nico on that though, because if you look at somebody like me who is used to being married and things of that nature, and then transitioning into not being married and this new age of dating, I feel what she's saying, because I really have not met a man worthy of me being submissive to or leading me. I really haven't. Like, most of the men that I meet are just like into the physical appearance or into like what they could get from me financially, sexually. Nobody's ever said, you know what, I see like the potential. Yeah, I see the potential in you. I see that you are a good woman and you're somebody who I want to group myself with. I've never seen that. I know what I could do. I was in a 5-year relationship after my marriage. And when I got with that nigga, he didn't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of. But when I finished with him, he had a lot of stuff. And I'm the one to contribute to that, because I sat there, I budgeted his money, I did all of that stuff.
But he don't got. But he don't. But
and what did he do?
But he don't have you now.
And what the fuck did he do? Left me for a porn star.
If a nigga's that's already building, then what do you have to do?
But most black men don't know their potential anyways. A lot of them.
Well, because everybody.
And a lot of them are still building. A lot of them are still building themselves.
Well, look, it takes I wasn't a man until I became like 30. Like, I didn't even know what. Yeah, 20 fake with me too.
Okay, so to me, I feel like when two people come together,
I said Twinkie.
It don't matter. It don't matter if both of y'all don't have nothing. It don't matter if both of y'all don't have nothing. If two people come together with the same common mutual interest, then you guys can build anything. Y'all have the same understanding, the same agreement. And a lot of people don't want to be on that same page because they have, like you said women have their own agenda, men have their own agenda. So nobody's willing to be vulnerable enough.
Right. Yeah, be vulnerable, put in the work and commit. And my whole thing is, I've wanted that before, but it's like, you're not about to make me look dumb, stupid, or none of that. I'd rather just say deuces and do me, because I've learned from a situation with somebody where, you know what I'm saying?
Talking about a child, though.
It just was just complete and utter chaos. You
cannot, and now I have to step in.
It's like, you know.
You cannot do not let that be your reason for not letting nobody else in your life. But
don't let it be an excuse either, like that I was a child, because to me that's an excuse.
No, that's not an excuse. That is a man admitting.
That was a part of my past. That was a part of my learning curve.
You may have been grown.
It's like when you know better, you do better. I've learned from our situation.
But our situation was a learning situation.
Exactly, and I learned.
But you cannot base that. You cannot judge every man on
a
sucker.
But I feel what she's saying, because even though, like, I'm still trying, like, I'm just getting to that point right now where I'm like, I give up. I'm really getting to that point, like.
And that's the point where.
And let me tell you, I've met executive men with their stuff together, still do the same thing. I've met older men, like, let me try somebody older, still do the same thing.
Right.
I met younger dudes, still do. Let me try somebody younger, maybe I can mold them, still do the fucking same thing. So at this point, I'm just thinking that it's a social construct that has been made to put men and women against each other.
I don't feel like it's a social construct. I feel like that we are attracted to the same.
How different though? When you say different, how different?
I went to every different end of the spectrum. I even dated an Asian guy.
I mean, I don't feel like race changes because I feel like
race does not matter.
I've been attracted to the same, like,
ladies, if you are thinking about, because I'm a black woman, let me try interracial dating, that does not matter.
And ladies, I've been attracted if y'all think that everybody is programmed the same way, that's not the truth either.
I don't say that that's
but
the
don't
truth.
give up on love. Do not.
I was attracted to the same type of arrogance.
Basing off that
arrogance, the same type of arrogance.
That old shit.
What'd you say?
He said I ruined your life.
He did ruin. He didn't ruin my life. I learned from the situation.
But you're so sweet, and you cannot be bitter.
I am bitter
because it didn't work one time. What about trial and error?
It's not about not working trial and error.
I wouldn't say I'm bitter.
Why are your teeth so white?
I'm not bitter.
Because I brush my teeth. I don't know. But anyways.
I think it's Optic White.
No, I don't use Optic White. I use Arm & Hammer actually. But anyways.
It's the one with the purple thing on it. I seen it. Yes, it is. Nigga, I seen it.
Okay, so but we.
Anyways. So my whole issue is. I mean, I'm not. I wouldn't say that I'm bitter. It's not like I'm harboring over like our situation. Our situation was 10 fucking years ago. So clearly, I'm not harboring over that situation. But our situation taught me a lot in what I don't want to deal with in a guy. And when I identified the certain type of things that we experienced, I'm out. I don't fucking want to go through this again. I don't want to deal with this again. I don't have time for this.
But if that's your first experience,
so do you think
that was an experience with a man?
So from
that's my like we
that's your
had
reference. You refer to that every
we
time.
had a like it was not a long like year and year and year in and year out situation, but we experienced a lot in a short amount of time.
So let me ask you a question. So from a male's perspective point of view, let's bring it back. Do you think that men can be monogamous?
I don't think so.
I definitely think there comes a time in their life when they can.
But do you think it's like a certain age?
Definitely an age thing. But I mean, there are guys out there who are ready for monogamy right off the back.
My dad was 58 or 59.
See, now I know for a fact now I don't want to run around and keep doing a whole bunch of how would you call it, like hitting and missing and all that. I'm trying to take something down, but I'm not trying to take down a million things no more because it always ends up like this.
Like what?
Drama. Okay. So you're basically saying at some point in time, men become fed up.
A man, I mean, I can't.
A man a man will say, "Okay, now I'm ready."
I think it comes down to a point like that, to where you realize,
now I'm ready.
Like everything else is bullshit. And do you want to keep getting maced? Do you really want the mace anymore, or do you want to be like, I realize she's been more mature than me a whole long time ago. Okay, I'm done with all these other people. Okay, do you still want to holler at me? Or what's going on? Can we kick it? And why he got strong legs, that man's gonna run, jump, and dunk and do everything. Huh? No, I'm saying he's gonna do things. But
this is just funny.
I would just definitely say monogamy is possible.
Okay, so do you think like women can be monogamous?
But a nigga has to be.
Do you think that? Because I know a lot of women have been caught in their BS. Let's not just do this whole male bashing thing.
It's not about male bashing.
But I feel like we're just talking from our perspective.
I feel like women are off top more loyal to men than men are loyal to women.
Okay, well I don't know.
But I hear a lot of stories from men.
Well, look, I don't.
I hear a lot of stories from men saying women cheat on them, did them dirty. I don't
ever want a woman to ever think that guys don't think weird. Like, it's a double standard kind of thing. I know they be like, a nigga does a lot of cheating, okay, but if a woman has a man type of like perspective with her mind, all we think about is the more dicks that hit it, all they make is the pussy more dirty. That's it. I mean, they be like, well, he done did this too. No, women are better, or something is different about a woman, or we would all have the same body parts. Don't just start dropping pussy thinking because the nigga's dropping pussy. It's different. Just because a nigga fucking does not mean that a girl should have that same mind state. Because
why not?
Because to us, all it makes is a beat up pussy. Low key though.
Okay.
Anyways, so I feel like that at the end of the day, we circle back to where this conversation first began. Mm-hmm. I feel like women are more loyal to men than they are to us. And I feel like we're at a day and time where it's too many people that are easily accessible via social media. I can go online on my Instagram and see, oh, I'm about to slide in this person DM. I don't have to go and wait to meet you and look up at a grocery store, at a library. All I have to do is pull up a social media profile and hit you with the hey, big head, and, climb back in, and it's no work at all.
Or that wave thing they got.
I feel like I'm not stupid. That's Facebook, whatever. Anyways, it's too easily accessible. We circle back to the. I don't know where we go to actually get a common ground of bringing it back to monogamous, total monogamy, and I just don't see monogamous relationships happening.
Well, I'm just gonna try to go from holistic and spiritual point of view. I was always told that if you think it and you speak it and you think it into existence, that eventually it'll happen. So I think that's the only way that I would say
possibilities.
That would be the possibility. Honestly.
And my viewpoint will be it's a never ending situation. All we can do is trial and error and try to figure it out. But we can set better examples.
Right.
Yeah.
And let people follow that. And who knows?
That's true.
It just take a couple of real people to stand up.
Yeah.
And be like, yay, nay.
So maybe we could be like the whole Remy Ma and Papoose Black Love.
Yeah, but some of that is extra for camera. But anyways, we're gonna end this topic there. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that men and women could be monogamous in 2018? And what do you think are the steps going forward to lead us in the right direction to being monogamous in 2018 and leading healthy relationships now in this day and era? I want to know what you guys think about it. What are some of the things that you think about, some of the discussions and some of the things that came up within this topic? And if you want to see more topics like this, more group discussions where I bring people in and we talk about like real life issues, definitely comment below and let me know that this is something that you want to see more of on my channel. And I'll be sure to bring more of this type of things to you guys. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. And definitely check out Catalea on her YouTube channel. Hers is Catalea Speaks. And check out Stux. His is Mr. Stux or
Mr. Stux 1986.
Mr. Stux 1986 on YouTube. And check them out. And I'm going to have them back again for another topic because I enjoyed the both of them. And I'll talk to you guys next time. With that being said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys on the next video.